I wanted to start by talking about the surf ranch because when we last did the interview in 2016 was before this place opened. So I want to talk about your guy Matt, who used to shave your boards back in the day. I think one day he calls you about this wave technology.
Oh yeah, my shaper, yeah, Matt.
What does he say, and explain how from that point forward you couldn't stop thinking about it?
Yeah, so Matt shaped my boards for many years when I was a kid, and anyways, we've always been good friends, kind of like a big brother to me. And he called me one day in about 2004 or 5 and said, "You got to see this wave technology." And long story short, it just got my brain turning over and turned into this long process of trying to build this wave. And it took us essentially 10 years to make it happen.
Why did it get to a point where your partner basically says to you, you got to get off the pot?
Yeah. Can we cuss? Are you going to edit that
We
out?
can, yeah. We can.
No. We worked for so long to try to get someone to believe in this project and what we were doing, and to help us fund it and build it, and see the bigger picture of it. And essentially, that wasn't happening. And Jeff and I thought we had just enough money to make one where we could run at least one wave before it broke. Just something to show what this technology was, the feasibility of it. And we looked at all the possible ways of doing it between he and I, and he essentially just said, "Look, we either need to shut this project down or go build it ourselves." And that was the scary moment, really, then finding the property and building it. And I didn't have any doubts about the technology and it working. I was just.
What was it about it that made that moment so scary, though?
Oh, I mean, think about it. You're potentially going to spend all the money you spent your whole life making to go and try to build this thing that you hope works, or once it does, that someone gets it. And it's a pretty confronting thing. You really got to believe in the thing you're doing.
And was it that big of an investment for you?
Yeah, it was a big investment, very big investment. But as that all occurred was when we found further funding for it. So we didn't really have the wave first. We kind of, as it developed, we were able to find that help. But we were going forward either way. So I guess we were sort of lucky in that regard.
The construction workers, what would they tell people if asked what they're doing?
What happened was we first were in escrow on a property in Bakersfield, and it was a fish pond, like a fish farm. Mm-hmm. And so essentially we were going to use that same permit to cover what we're doing here. And we found this property which was better fit for us. And so we called this fish pond for a long time. And that's still, I guess, kind of the secret code for this place. The secret spot is called Fish Pond.
Why was it important to keep it secretive, though? Because that was part of the...
I wasn't too worried about keeping it secretive.
No?
The other guys were, yeah, I wasn't.
Why were they
worried about
it?
I think they were just worried. They just, in case it didn't work, if it didn't work and we just shut it down, then we didn't have to mention anyone that we had anything other than a fish pond.